Hey, it's First Games. We are back with another video. Today we'll be looking at the history of the biggest abandoned and possibly biggest stadium ever, Great Strahov Stadium in the Czech Republic. The Great Strahov Stadium was a huge stadium. Its history dates back all the way in 1926, between the two world wars when its construction was started, and in 1932 it would host sports displays from organizations like Sokol, and after World War II it even hosted a football game between the 94th Infantry Division and the 12th Corps, with a crowd of 40,000 people. The 94th Infantry Division would win 6-0 after World War II. A lot of their shows would protest the rise of communism in Eastern Europe. These gymnastic events would also hold some racing events in the 1960s. In 1994, they held the last Sokol event with Czech President Václav Havel, sorry if I butchered that, in attendance, with Sokol events moving to smaller venues. They started hosting bands in the early 90s such as the Rolling Stones, Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, and more. However, overall the venue began to lose popularity, with talks of demolishing it beginning and in the early 2000s. However, it was kept up. They reconstructed a part of the stadium in 2003 with assistance from the AC Sparta League. They added 8 football fields and repurposed it into a training ground. In 2014, the managing disputes were resolved, with the ownership going to the city of Prague in 2019. One of the iPhone XR commercials was filmed there, with these being the last bit of relevance the stadium had, aside from it being a training ground. So, what led to its downfall? From the research that I have done, one of the main reasons it went downhill was due to the fall of communism. Now, in general, of course, that was a good thing. However, after World War II, a big thing that made Great Strahov Stadium what it was, as mentioned previously, was Sokol and their protest over communism. When communism died out after the 80s in Europe, Sokol went downhill in popularity, so they went to smaller venues, and by the extension, Great Strahov Stadium was simply not as popular, leading it to being turned into what it is today. Overall, Great Strahov Stadium is a massive stadium that went downhill in popularity. However, due to its size, it is well known and most likely will never be forgotten. It was so big that it was able to be repurposed into fitting 8 football fields. The future of the stadium looks uncertain. There are talks of turning it into a commercial zone, adding shops around the stadium, and putting more traffic there to revive the stadium. They also tried to make it an Olympic village, but their 2016 bid was unsuccessful. Anyways, I think that'll do it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.